say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud?
Howdy, and welcome to another episode of On the Road. I'm your host, Larry Dixon, and with me today is our special guest, Jessica Lynch.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it is a pleasure. We are in Bath County, Kentucky, in the community of Preston. Our host today is Mike Cassidy, and he's running around somewhere. So, I understand you're a school teacher.
Yes. Yep.
And you do what grades?
Oh, so I'm a substitute, so I can do anything from pre-K to seniors. So, yeah.
All right. And you grew up in West Virginia.
West Virginia, yeah. A little tiny small town that you probably have never heard of. So,
Well,
little tiny.
Well, give us a show. What was the town?
Palestine.
I've heard of it.
What, from the news?
I have heard of it. So, you joined the military when you were?
18.
18.
So right out of high school. I graduated obviously May of 2001, and then by July of 2001 I was signed up and ready to go.
And you took your basic training where?
I did basic training in September, the week after 9/11 of 2001, in Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Okay. So after basic training, how long before you were deployed to Iraq?
So it was actually about a year. So I made it to Fort Bliss after all of my training was done. So then I was stationed out in Fort Bliss, which is in El Paso, Texas. And then I was stationed there from February of 2002 until we deployed to Kuwait in February 2003.
I want to digress just a little bit. What grades do you prefer teaching? I'm going to put you on the spot.
I like my babies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like the preschool, first kindergarten, level. So yeah, I like my little kindergartners the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you stay busy with that.
I do, yeah. So I get calls all day, every day. So I sub for 2 different counties, and within those 2 counties, there's probably about 30 schools. So I just jump from school to school, day to day, and see where they need me.
Okay. Well, Jessica, let's jump back to Iraq, and we don't have all day.
Right.
So tell me what you can about your experience.
Yeah, so we crossed the border from Kuwait into Iraq on March 20th of 2003, and then by March 23rd, we were actually ambushed in the town of Nazariyah. So we were only in country for about 3 days before, we took the wrong turn, found ourselves into a situation that we should have never been in, so unfortunately. Yeah.
So, and I went back to Google and I saw where you testified before Congress.
I did. Yeah, so that happened in 2007. So once we testified, and the reason why I did that, Pat Tillman's family, if people kind of go back and remember his story, he was the NFL player. Kind of wrong situation with him as well. They had claimed that he had been shot by enemy fire, which in fact he was shot by friendly fire. His family had invited me down and just wanted me to be a part of that and tell them, we don't need, these fabricated stories. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I think we're being flagged down.
Oh!
Jessica, I want you to meet one of the leaders here within the Amish community.
Hi.
This is Joe, Miss Jessica.
Hi. Very nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So a lot of stories were fabricated.
Yeah.
So was Congress receptive to this?
They kind of promised that, they wouldn't do that because we have heroes every day doing heroic things, so we don't need these fabricated stories to kind of be brought in as well. So, yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
again, one of those situations. It's time will tell. See where things go with that, and see what kind of stories they create.
Okay. How many events do you normally do with this? I'm sure you are invited everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's been good. I cannot complain about the lack of
Yes.
of not going places. No, I mean, seriously, it's been really good. I get to travel and spread my word, and be able to meet veterans. That's kind of one of my biggest thing. And then, like, if I get to go to a school and I get to meet the children, again, it's so
Yeah.
special to me that I'm also able to inspire, motivate, and continue honoring our fallen. Yeah.
For our viewers out there, sum up, what is your message?
Yeah. So I speak on the idea that I guess that perseverance, never give up attitude, because again, we are all going through something in life, whether it's something financial or mental or physical, whatever it happens to be. We are all struggling, especially in today's time. So just never give up, keep going, and keep striving.
Excellent. Well, Jessica, it has been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. You too.
And
Thank
we've got
you.
about 6 minutes.
Yes.
So I'm sure they've got bologna sandwiches in the store. And Mike will slice it thick.
Nice and thick. Yes.
Nice and thick. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, that the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what so proudly we hailed, at the twilight's last streaming, and the rockets rang